Alright, live in 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Lpcruz212, and are you ready for the NCAA March Madness Tournament happening tomorrow? Starting off with the first four for the qualifying of the best of 64. And oh my god, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm so looking forward to this. It's that time of year where all 64 teams, or 68, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, it's 68, I think, come together for this big tournament and lay it out there. There's gonna be some good games, there's gonna be some upsets, and last but not least, some bracket busting. So just remember, if you're doing the bracket and you're putting money on it, and the team that you pick to go all the way loses, your bracket is busted and you are out. O-U-T, out. And you don't want that to happen, right? So for those who are only doing this for fun, good luck. And for those who are doing it for money or making bets, you're gonna need all the luck that you need, because once you make a bet, there's no going back. Alrighty then, so first things first though, before I go any further, I'll do some commissions. I'll probably do some of the Wimbledon Fest too. First things first, so let's see. I remember doing this. Sorry guys, I'll talk about the tournament in a few moments. So let's see. Oh man, I hate this one. I remember I did this. I had to do a I had to do this the first time, and I think I failed this commission. So let's see. Let's see if I can remember this. All right. Let's just look around real quick. I apologize for the inconvenience, guys. I am going to be searching this up because I don't want to get this wrong. I got it wrong the first time, and I don't want to get this wrong again. Kind of reminds me of one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Jeez. If I remember correctly, this was like... Okay, so... I think I got this one before.
Like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times
ships.
can appreciate its true qualities.
Counting ships. Ay, ay, ay. One big boat came in yesterday morning. Okay. So that's one. It's funny because like I've never done, because I haven't had this one in a while. Let's talk to little Faye. 2 boats came in yesterday at lunchtime. Little Mang. So let's see. So I collected the notes, and then let's see what happens here. Skip some of this. So I think this is based on luck.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. So this is a day in the life of a traveler.
But this is different though. Let's check out to see what it is. Okay, there she is. Oh man, I don't have that one. Oh crud, I have to freaking... Oh, this is in either Chinese or in Japanese. Let's check it out. Okay, I think this one's it. So which one did this person choose? 3 votes. So let's see. Three votes. Okay. Now with that tough commission out of the way, let's check out the other ones. So anyway, anyhow, before I go any further here, the bracket is in my hands, just so you guys are aware. For those of you that saw my first short video, I've actually printed out the NCAA March Madness Tournament bracket. And I already filled it out on a picture I just recently posted on the YouTube community post on my channel. So, be advised that like everyone who's doing a bracket has picked different teams. Okay? Just so you guys know, there's going to be some upsets. There's going to be some bracket busters. And so much more. So you got to watch out for a team that's going to be the bracket buster. You guys will remember what happened last year when St. Peter's, the St. Peter's Peacocks from last year, they were the bracket busters. They busted everybody's brackets and they pulled off many upsets to get into the Elite 8 for the first time. The only 15 seed in NCAA history to reach that. But they got their butts handed to in against North Carolina, and you know North Carolina won last year's, and they're the ones that busted my bracket in the Final Four against Duke, and I picked Duke to win it all, and those chumps took them out. But surprisingly, North Carolina is not in it this year. Like, I'm actually surprised that the defending champs are not in it. Like, what happened? Like, what happened to that team? That is just crazy, though. Really crazy. Alright, first things first, I'm about to crack open this monster. Alright. There's going to be a lot of talking on the NCAA March Madness. There's going to be a lot... There's going to be a lot of teams in the tournament this year, so be advised. So, I'm going to be overing it a lot. Once the game is paused, right? Once I pause the game, that's when I start...
Here to play with me?
That's when I start announcing my picks for...
We're way behind schedule. Over here.
The NCAA March Madness tournament. So you guys want to be ready for that.
Let me amuse myself a little.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. The more, the merrier. Take flight. Over here.
Oh shit.
Written in the stars.
Your fate's sealed.
Look at me. Just once.
Fate's sealed. Hey, who said you could come over here? Get your butt over here, you little slime. Little loser. What comes over here, sneaks up on me and gets away with it? Don't know what the hell you were thinking. Alright.
Blaze over.
This is easy.
Let me scry.
Alright, let's beat up these hero trolls. There we go. That's 20. Is it? Yeah, that's 20 so far. Nope. I'll have to go this way. Nah, I have to go this way. Fuck that. Just so you guys are aware, when I did my, since I did my bracket, I just want to let you guys know that I only do the brackets for fun. When I do brackets, I don't do it for money. Okay? I don't bet. Alright? And for those that are going to try to ask me that, why don't you bet? Here's the thing. It's a waste of money. Okay? There are reasons why I don't bet. Okay? Because I think, to me, betting on games is just, in my opinion, just a bad idea. Because I've seen how it goes. I've seen how much money people be betting on certain games, and they lose a lot of money. It's not fun. It just takes away the purpose of the whole of the fun of the game. Alright, so which was this one? Ooh, this was my favorite. I like this one. Oops. I always keep forgetting. I'm not playing Ratchet and Clank. Oh, speaking of, though, since ever since Sony re-released like the original Ratchet and Clank games, right? Like the first three of the original trilogy, right? Like the only thing that sucks about it is that you could only like stream play the game. Like if it was like PlayStation Network. Okay? I don't like that whatsoever because I'm more of a person that, like, if you're gonna re-release the games again, at least give us the option to actually buy them, or like put it like in a freaking bundle for one price, for like the OG trilogy, the future trilogy, all that jazz. Okay?
Oh,
that just
you're calling for me? Coming.
That just wastes the opportunity for some of us gamers to actually like live stream those classic games on YouTube, because most of us grew up playing Ratchet and Clank, even me. I even grew up playing Ratchet and Clank. I mean, there are a lot of games I grew up with as a kid. Like I played Sonic the Hedgehog when I was a kid. I played Super Mario, Spyro, Crash Bandicoot. I mean, there's a lot. Oh, you guys are going down.
Decided by destiny.
Oh, everybody went down.
Delve into destiny. Positions.
Yeah, Nilu's defense is broken. She's that strong. Sorry, buddy, but damn, what's going on? Hold up.
With all my strength. Access denied. Dance with the waves.
That's funny. I thought this guy was dead. Nope. Later. Alright, that guy's history. Those Hilly Churls are gone. Beating up Hilly Churls since 2020. That's number 3. Last one's No Honor Among Thieves. Actually, I think I am gonna like... Hold on one second. Yeah, this is the only time where I actually need my light to actually get through this tournament. Get through my tournament bracket. Alright, so. Just so you guys are aware, there's a lot, okay? So I think there's 68 because there's 4 games. Because there's 4 games. Only the first 4 games, which is the first 4. The first 4 is considered like, it's like this for the first 4. The winner of the first 4 goes into the first round. Okay, because you got the 16 seeds and the 11 seeds facing off against each other. think they're both 16 seeds. Yeah, they're all 16 seeds. 16 seeds and 11 seeds. But if you ask me, some of the 11 seeds have that potential to create upsets. Unless you're St. Peter's, who was the number 15th seed last year and became the first 15th seed as the first 15th seed to be in the Elite 8. Cause shoot, you don't see teams like that often. Because I think last year there was 3 Jersey teams, 3 or 4 I think. And this year there's only one. There's only one Jersey team this year, which happens to be Princeton. I know Princeton has their fair shares of getting into the tournament. They had their fair shares. But I don't think they never won a championship. If memory serves me right. Maybe they probably won a championship in the 80s or 70s. I don't even know. But it's impossible because UCLA has a lot of titles in their belt. Because UCLA happens to be one of the most successful schools in college basketball. So, yeah, they've won a lot. And they're the troublemakers. So I'm actually ready for this though. I'm actually very excited. Damn, what the hell? I keep doing that. Alright, I'm gonna get Amber in here.
Outrider Amber, reporting.
Okay. Then we'll get Yoimiya back in the game.
More companions! Hooray!
There we go. Let's see what these chumps got. That pissed them off. Look at that fatso.
Just like we rehearsed.
Oh, you guys are dead. Because look how freaking what Dendro does. Dendro does a lot of damage.
Here comes the fireworks.
Like when you combine Dendro and Pyro.
Didn't kill
Oh,
it. No escape. Get him.
That tingle?
Trying to get this chump over there. Yeah, he's done. Yeah, go down, chump. Yeah, keep striking me with that hammer, you're gonna go down. Oh man. I think that's all of it for now. Haven't I done this before? There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. This third one here. I think there's a treasure here if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, I remember this. I think this was the first time I did it, and Okay, first is first though. How do you... Okay. Here's one thing that sucks about this. Now I remember, because...
What's our objective?
Alright.
Next time, be sure to make a proper appointment.
Alright, let's do Yanfei. Oh, for the love of crud, man. Seriously? One. Okay, that was useless. Huh, okay.
Remarkable condition.
Because the original idea was to get Yanfei to hit this one, shoot that one with Yoimiya. But I guess it worked in my favor. Okay. Now let's go collect. Then retreat to Mondstadt, and then do a little bit of the Windbloom Festival as I go over my picks. So as of now, I'm going to be starting with first 4 teams. No, not first 4 games, my bad. The first 4. Which is like a qualifying round to fill in the last 4. Like the last 4 gaps in the first round, which would be the best of 64. Round of 64, basically.
Ad Astra Abyssal. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Alrighty then, so let's go back to Mondstadt. Wait, I think I had to go somewhere in order to do it. I got 6 days left, so...
I'll remind you again. The law can be both a help and a hindrance.
Okay, let's go. Let's go to her. Cutscene coming up.
Can we have a cold cut platter to go?
Sure, coming right up. Would you like anything else?
Do we, want anything else? Yay! So you do remember after all! You're just the best! Paimon will give you the sweet flower from that sweet madame as a windbloom. No need to worry about that! Paimon can make room for good food.
All right, just a moment.
Oh, that was great. If that was a windbloom treat, then Paimon wishes it could be the Windbloom Festival every day.
Oh my god, yo, I forgot that my mic was off as I was going over the tournament. I do apologize about that. I legitimately screwed up. So, here it is again, guys. I will say it again. Once the game is paused, I'm going to go over my picks. Okay? So, bear with me. Bear with me on this, okay? Here we go. For the first four, we got Texas A&M versus I think Southeast Missouri State. I think it is. Hold on. Like I said, I'm not good with certain names for colleges. So let's see. Yes, Southeast Missouri State. So I got Southeast Missouri State over Texas A&M. Then the next game up, we got Mississippi State versus Pittsburgh. And I got Pittsburgh going over Mississippi State. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be really close. I can tell you that for sure. Then the third game for the first four is going to be Texas Southern, actually, against Fairleigh Dickinson. Now, I have forgotten that Fairleigh Dickinson is in New Jersey, and it's in Teaneck. So, I got Texas Southern going over Fairleigh Dickinson. I don't know how good that team is. Actually, I don't know how I didn't get this right, but Fairleigh Dickinson has a better record than Texas Southern. But I picked Texas Southern over Fairleigh Dickinson, but I think that pick's gonna be wrong. But I don't think it's not gonna matter. And then the last one for the first four, I got Arizona State versus Nevada. This is going to be a tough one, but I got Nevada going over Arizona State. Now, we're going to go into the first rounds, starting March 16th and March 17th. Now, here it is. So for the first round is going to be Alabama versus Southeast Missouri State. But I got Alabama winning that game. Maryland versus West Virginia, and I got Maryland winning over West Virginia. And then this is the one thing that I got here. San Diego State taking on Charleston. I'm picking the upset. I'm going for Charleston over San Diego. That's what I'm going for. Then next one I have Virginia versus Furman University. I got Virginia going over Furman. They got Creighton versus North Carolina State. Got Creighton over North Carolina. Then there's Baylor versus UCSB. I don't even know what that is. I don't know what college that is, but I got Baylor over UCSB. Missouri versus Utah State. I'm going for the upset for this one. I'm going for Utah State. Arizona versus Princeton. Princeton's in New Jersey. Now, however, this is an interesting take here. I'm going to have Princeton go for the upset over Arizona. So, be on the lookout for that one. Purdue versus Texas, either Texas Southern or Fairleigh Dickinson. Or Fairleigh Dickinson, whichever one goes. But that's not going to matter because I'm going to have Purdue going over one of those two teams. Then you have Memphis versus Florida Atlantic. I picked Florida Atlantic over Memphis for the upset. And then you got one of my favorite teams out there. You got Duke facing off against Oral Roberts, and I'm picking Duke. Duke over Oral Roberts. Tennessee versus Louisiana, and I got Tennessee going. I got Tennessee over Louisiana for that one. Then Kentucky versus Providence. Kentucky going over Providence for this one. That's the team I'm picking. Kansas State versus Montana State. I got Kansas State going over Montana State for this one. And then I got Michigan State versus, I think it's USC, so I'm assuming it's University of South Carolina. Correct me if I'm wrong. It may be University of South Carolina, so I got them over Michigan State. Marquette versus Vermont. I have Marquette going over Vermont for this one. And then I'll go for the other side later on. So let's continue the game, shall we? Okay, so I gotta go that way. There's gonna be another cutscene coming up here, so ooh, those weren't here. Alright, cutscene coming up.
Alright, looks like we're all here.
Not at all. We just came early to set everything up, since we happen to be free today. Kale put up the tent so quickly, but still managed to tie very sturdy knots. You can really tell that she's a professional. I didn't do much apart from passing materials around.
Thanks. It's all thanks to Master and Sino. They taught me everything I know.
What can I say? For a skilled adventurer, this is just another day on the job.
Are you quite finished? Or were you going to sing each other's praises till the moon rises? Come on, let's all sit down. That sunshine sprat was really very good. I didn't watch you cook it, but I believe that the prominent umami flavor of the dish owes itself to more than the fish alone.
That's correct. Any further deductions?
Let me think. The aroma was quite uniform. Unlike that of a spice blend, it was also unfamiliar to me. So I would venture that it was a Mondstadt specialty. As far as edible Mondstadt plant species are concerned, calla lilies are usually used in soups. So if I had to guess... small lampgrass?
That's right. I've long heard that Sumeru's fish with cream sauce is noted for its gentle texture, which brings out the tenderness of the fish. Here in Mondstadt, we're not quite as varied in the use of spices as in Sumeru, but the principle of bringing certain distinct flavors to the forefront through combinations of natural ingredients is very much the same.
I liked it a lot. I'm curious as to the exact ratio of ingredients.
I'll write a copy of the recipe for you.
Would anyone like to try the nutrient-dense meal I made?
I'll have some.
What about you, Kale? It doesn't look like you've eaten very much. Is your appetite low at the moment?
No. I just don't eat a lot normally. Sorry. I didn't mean to make things awkward.
Tainari. While we were on the road, we spotted something white, walking on two legs. Was that Paimon?
Which day was this?
Just after passing through Stonegate.
Sino, are were working that day. Or maybe your hood was blocking your vision. Paimon always flies. There's no way she'd ever walk.
Is that right? I thought that you'd made me snacked on too many local ground nuts. No? Not funny? Ground, you know. As in ground up, but also the ground. Ground nuts make you fall to the ground.
Think of this as part of the process of getting to know Sino. The bright side, these jokes show that he thinks of you as his friends.
Still, we could test the hypothesis.
What hypothesis?
That plant species indigenous to Mondstadt may have an effect on the motor functions of flying lifeforms.
Hey! Paimon's not your test subject! Anyway, by your logic, wouldn't that mean that eating, say, Zaitun peaches, that would make a sick Paimon peachy in no time or something? Hey! Not you two!
I think the Traveler and Paimon's conversations are more entertaining than Sino's jokes.
I see. You must have been keeping quiet about this grievance for quite some time now.
You seem much cheerier now that you're here in Mondstadt, Sino. Actually, feels like you're a completely different person.
That's because I'm Sino the Adventurer. It's not?
In fairness, you only saw him in his work mode while you were in Sumeru. He's actually like this most of the time when he's in a good mood.
Yep, it's true. Sometimes when he's eating, he'll grumble about how the bowl is too shallow for the amount of food it contains and other random stuff like that.
I understand. Then allow me to reintroduce myself. Before, you knew me as General Mahamatra Sino. Now, please see me as Sino the Adventurer.
Yeah, so that's another thing he does. He'll keep repeating something he thinks is funny until you stop trying to resist.
So you have two different mental states? Almost like different phases of matter. Interesting. I want to learn to do that too.
I think in your case, the two states we would end up with would be highly conscientious sucrose and stupefied sucrose. Oh, by the way, was there any reason in particular that you chose Mondstadt as your destination on this occasion?
Oh, well, Lisa once told me that the Windbloom Festival is one of Mondstadt's biggest events of the year. I wanted to take this opportunity to give everyone a Windbloom, as a token of my heartfelt gratitude for everything they've done to look after me.
Plus, it was a good chance for Kale to get out and meet some new people.
Kale Lily.
What?
Kale's Windbloom. Maybe she should call it a Kale Lily. It sounds very Mondstadt. There's also Cauliflower, which would technically make more sense. But somehow, it doesn't sound as nice.
Yo, he did not just freaking go there. That was such a bad
Moving
joke.
swiftly on.
That was a bad joke.
Wow. He just completely ignored the joke and carried on the conversation. Guess sometimes that's the only way forward.
It's a bad joke.
Sumeru's been through some major changes recently, and things at work have only just started to calm down. I don't get many opportunities to take a vacation, and this was a chance to join Kale on her trip while also learning a few things about Mondstadt's flora and fauna that I'll be able to pass on to my peers and students on my return. Two birds with one stone.
How about you, Sino?
I came to ensure Kale's safety.
That's just an excuse. Plain and simple.
Also, there's the matter of a Genius Invocation TCG custom-made card back.
Aha! So you did have an ulterior motive.
Have you all played Genius Invocation TCG before? And that is why I am proud to call you my friend. When I first began contemplating getting a new card back, I asked around before eventually deciding to ask the legendary Mr. Calx for guidance. A friend of mine, Sawada, whom I played cards with on occasion, had been to Inazuma for the Irodori festival. He told me that Calx was a Mondstadter, so I should try my luck there.
Calx? Isn't that...
You mean, he's a friend of yours?
I see. So, you came to Mondstadt in search of Calx.
No, that is inaccurate. I came here principally to protect Kale.
You most certainly did not. Kale's been here on the quiet numerous times, and this is the first time you felt the need to join.
Not only me, same applies to you too, doesn't it?
If my writer friend were here now, I'm sure he would describe this curious coincidence as having the makings of a good story. It's always a pleasure to meet a fan.
Oh, here it comes.
Wait, you mean you're Mr. Calx?
Having my new friends address me by my pen name feels somewhat unusual. Please, just call me Albedo.
Huh. So you're Calx. Sino's been talking about you non-stop recently. He's intent on getting you to design a bespoke card back for him.
You didn't have to say all that.
I don't usually take private commissions, but I believe that we are friends now, all of us. Our conversations have been deep and interesting, and Sino, your passion for this game is indeed one of a kind. I can see it in your eyes.
Obviously.
And given that you've come all this way from Sumeru to see me, I'd be quite honored to take this commission.
Wow, your teacher's so nice.
I feel the same about yours. Well, they definitely have different personalities, but they're similar when it comes to their character.
So, how much should I budget for the timeless masterpiece you will produce for me?
Surely timeless masterpiece is something of an overstatement.
Any artwork fit to appear on the reverse of my card decks is by definition a timeless masterpiece, even if I do say so myself.
Don't mind him. These TCG nut jobs are all like this.
I see. So, this has an almost religious significance. Well, for starters, I'd like to hear a few more of your jokes.
My jokes? You like them?
I do.
Really? I didn't see you laughing.
Yeah, well, the joke's ability to induce laughter is a separate matter, but I certainly find them fun.
If I might interrupt, does anyone else smell something strange?
My nutritional meal!
Will it be okay? Should we go over and take a look too?
Okay, now with that over. Oh my god. I didn't think this cutscene was gonna be this long. Okay, so I'm about to get ready to do the other side of the bracket, showing the Midwest and the West. Because I did the South and I did the East. Now it's time for the Midwest and the West. Alright, so I got Houston versus Northern Kentucky. So I got Houston over Northern Kentucky. Iowa versus Auburn. I picked Iowa over Auburn. The Miami Hurricanes. The Miami University Hurricanes, in case you guys don't know. Which, they are really good in football. They're back in it again. As the number 5 seed. I picked Miami over Drake University. Then I have Indiana versus Kentucky State. Or Kent State. So I have Kent State going over Indiana as the upset. Then you got Iowa State versus Mississippi State or Pittsburgh. But I got Pittsburgh facing against Iowa State. But I got... Uh-oh. Did I mess up? Whoops. Hold up just a second. Let me fix this real quick. You might hear pen noises or something. Nope, I got it wrong. Whoa. It's not supposed to be Mississippi State. It's supposed to be Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh over Iowa State as the upset. Okay, that's fixed. That's better. Wow. I cannot believe I actually messed that one up. Wow, that was stupid. Okay, forgive me for that, guys. So, it's going to be Pittsburgh over Iowa State. Then the next one, it's Xavier versus Kansas State. I got Xavier over Kansas State. Xavier over Kansas State. Yeah. And the next one we got Texas A&M versus Penn State. I got Penn State over Texas A&M. And then you got these guys. These guys are always good. Texas Longhorns against Colgate. I got Texas Longhorns. Texas. They're like one of the best colleges. They always got a good team. Always. Kansas versus Howard. Never even heard of Howard, but I got Kansas over Howard. Arkansas versus Illinois. I got Illinois over Arkansas, but however, I wouldn't consider this as an upset because Arkansas. Let's see. Arkansas is number 8. Is the number 8 seed, and Illinois is the number 9 seed. So basically, Arkansas and Illinois, like, close to one another. So basically, it's not an upset, but it's gonna be a close game. St. Mary's versus VCU. I got St. Mary's over VCU. Then you got the University of Connecticut, the Huskies, going up against Iona. I'm gonna see how you actually pronounce that. I think it's Iona. Iona, I don't know. Yeah. Iona. Ah, crud. Iona State University. It's a Catholic university, actually. So it's in New Rochelle, New York. And they're facing against UConn. The Huskies. I got the Huskies going over Iona. The next game up, TCU versus Nevada. And I picked Nevada to go over TCU. And then next week you got Gonzaga versus Grand Canyon. That's going to be an interesting one though, but I think Gonzaga's going to win this one. They're at the number 3 seed. Northwestern facing off against Boise State. That's going to be a very interesting game. But I got Boise State going over Northwestern. And then the last one, for the first round, we got UCLA going up against UNC Asheville. Well, I got UCLA. I got UCLA going to the second round. Alright then, so for now, that's That's that, and then I'm gonna go over through the second round after that. Because I'm gonna go through the whole thing. Because you can't because like it's not like football where we do our picks and stuff like that. This is a bracket. When you do brackets, right? Like, you never know who's gonna win. You never know. You never know who's gonna win. Alright, cutscene coming up.
Only the base is burned. We can still use the cooking pot. It just needs a bit of a wash.
Good thing Tainari's nose is so sharp. Has he been in this kind of situation a lot before?
I know, it's just... I'm sorry to disappoint Sino. I guess we'll have to do this again another day. Oh, yes. I'm not sure if you've noticed. Kali seems a little... depressed. I noticed she was in a low mood when everyone was talking. Remember that note she received? I was just thinking. I want to try solving this riddle and giving Kali the chance to accept the blessing.
Oh, yeah! She's someone who needs your help.
Exactly. Maybe she'll be willing to breathe into my test tube. But anyway, that can wait. As much as I'd like to make progress in my research, I'd prefer to see her smile.
All right, we'll help out too.
You will? Then tell me, honestly, do you think that this prophecy is for real too?
Uh-huh. Right!
Alright, let's meet at the alchemy crafting bench in the city. I've got some thinking to do in the meantime. We're back.
Oh, what a shame. You just missed a joke about windmills.
Stop, please. I don't need to hear it a fifth time.
That bad, huh? Well, now Paimon really wants to hear it for some reason.
Didn't you say you want to see the Dragon of the East at some point? When are you going?
Tomorrow morning. And you? What are your plans?
I'll go into the mountains to have a stroll and collect a few plants as samples.
Oh, perhaps I could join you? I'll be looking for inspiration for these card back illustrations.
Found you! I knew I was onto something as soon as I saw the fire.
Wow, you have really sharp eyes.
That's an outrider for you.
Uh-oh. Did we break the fire safety rules or something?
Actually, you didn't. Strictly speaking, you should have reported your plans first. But since two of our very own alchemists are here, I'm happy to look the other way. Ah, yes, introductions. I'm Amber, and this is the Reconnaissance Company Captain Eula, a good friend of mine.
Good evening. You are friends of Kale, yes? A pleasure to meet you.
Oh, Amber and Eula. The pleasure is ours. I've heard a lot about both of you from Kale.
Oh, really? All positive, I hope.
You asked that last time, too. Of course it was positive.
I'd say. We hear the latest news about you every time you write to Kale.
Glad to know we've made a good impression so far. Anyway, we're just here to collect Kale, so don't let us interrupt your chat. Come on, Kale. We're gonna take you to check out a few scenic spots.
Okay, great!
Still as high energy as always.
You know Amber?
Yes, we've met. She's Kale's most important friend. And for that, we are also very grateful to her.
That's Amber for you. Her outgoing personality means she can make friends with just about anybody.
It's getting late, and we still have a lot lined up tomorrow. I suggest we all head back and get some rest.
All right. I'll start packing up.
You're gonna get the tone-deaf bard to check out that note, aren't you? Guess Paimon knows you pretty well, huh? Knowing him, he should be hitting the taverns around this time. We can go corner him and make him answer our questions. Let's move!
How much you want to bet that that Venti's drunk right now?
Windblade!
Honestly, I always love to have Lumine as Animo. I think it's more fun, like, wiping out the Healy Churls. Those chumps are always up to no good. Oh. So he's not in the tavern. Actually, he is. He's just outside of it. Alright. Another cutscene.
Oh, it's been a while.
Paimon called it! Tone-deaf bard drinking as usual. Put your drink down and get your game face on. We've got some important questions for you, mister!
Okay.
So, what do you make of it?
Aren't you forgetting something? It's the Windbloom Festival right now. You can't just go around asking people for help so blatantly.
Well, if you won't tell us the answer, could you at least tell us if this thing's worth a shot?
Sounds to me like you want a hint or two. A fine answer. The person who wrote this prophecy is very powerful. If you manage to solve the riddle, good things are sure to happen. Also, I happen to know where this lantern is. Once you've found the 4 things, I'll even write the location down for you. Isn't that generous of me?
Whatever. We weren't expecting much from you anyway. You can get back to guzzling wine and blowing wind now.
Oh, woe is me. Paimon sees me as nothing more than a drunken wastrel. There are actually a great many things that we bards are required to do. It just happens that enjoying life is the most important one. Once this is over, would you like to join me for a drink? You know, a favor for a favor.
So, it looks like I'm gonna have to talk to Sucrose right now, so... Hold on, before I go any further. Alright. Let's check out... I'm gonna reveal my second round to you guys right now, okay? So I got Alabama versus Maryland. So I have Maryland going over Alabama as the upset. Charleston versus Virginia. And I got Virginia going over Charleston for that one. Then I got Creighton versus Baylor. So with Baylor, I have them going over Creighton for the win to get into the Sweet 16. Utah State versus Princeton. I'm looking to see Princeton pull off another upset against Utah State going into the Sweet 16. Purdue versus Florida Atlantic. I got Purdue going over Florida Atlantic. Almost a Florida State, but technically that's not them, basically. Purdue going over Florida Atlantic. And obviously Duke versus Tennessee. I got Duke going over Tennessee. Then Kentucky versus Kansas State. I got Kentucky over Kansas State for this one, so Kentucky's gonna win this, no doubt about it. USC going up against Marquette. Marquette is gonna wipe the floor against USC to get into the Sweet 16. And then for the next one, I got Houston versus Iowa. Got Houston going over Iowa to go into the Sweet 16. Then the next one, I got Miami versus Kentucky State. Which I think that's what it is Kentucky State. I got Miami going over Kentucky State for the Sweet 16. And then I got Pittsburgh versus Xavier. I got Xavier University going over against Pittsburgh. Then Penn State versus Texas Longhorns. Got Texas going over Penn State for the Sweet 16. Then I got Kansas versus Illinois. Kansas going over Illinois to go to the Sweet 16. Then I got St. Mary's going up against UConn, aka the Huskies. I got the Huskies going over against St. Mary's. I'll tell you that for sure. They're like one of my second favorite teams, so I also like UConn. Nevada versus Gonzaga. Nevada for the upset for the Sweet 16, eliminating Gonzaga. Boise State going up against UCLA. I got UCLA going up against... Actually, I got UCLA going over Boise State, going to the Sweet 16. Okay. Now let's continue the story. Try to multitask at the same time so that way, like, you guys get to hear my picks.
A flower that is not of this world. Not
this is
of
a
this
cutscene.
world.
Sucrose! We've got some good news and some bad news. Which would you like to hear first?
Let's have the bad news first, I guess.
Huh? Really? Don't most people usually want to hear the good stuff first? Oh, alright then. Basically, we went to Windrise to divine the breeze. The wind said that the prophecy is real and that your idea is a really good one.
That doesn't sound like bad news. So what's the real bad news then?
Paimon ate the bad news! Blame Sino! If it's not funny, then it's his fault!
It's fine. Well, that puts my mind at rest. Now, back to the other issue I've been mulling over. I was thinking about the flower that is not of this world. It could mean a human-cultivated variety that doesn't occur in nature. But that's basically claiming that it doesn't come from this world in the first place, when actually it's just a variant of an existing breed. So, the initial question is, can the flower's origins be traced back to a natural organism? If so, it cannot be correctly described as not of this world. But then, supposing we identified something outside of that category, whose job would it be to decide whether it belongs in this world or not? Then the question becomes, do of this world and from this world mean the same thing? Or is it deeper than that?
Whoa, slow down! Paimon's head is already starting to spin!
Okay, I did have one other line of thought as well. What about a flower created using alchemy? Would that be not of this world? Albedo may know the answer, but asking him right away would be like asking the teacher for the answers to your exam paper. It would render our search for the truth meaningless. I'd rather try and figure this out for myself.
Could it be the wind bloom?
Oh, now that you mention it, that's definitely a possibility. The wind bloom doesn't refer to a specific flower. Everyone defines what it means for themselves. In which case, the wind bloom doesn't exist in reality. This does seem like a promising direction. I've made a note. Okay, I better go read up on this.
Yay! Paimon was actually useful this time! Guess we have that sweet madame to thank, huh?
I'll need some time to prepare. Could we meet up here in, say, 2 days' time?
Sure thing! In the meantime, we'll also think about the other 3 riddles in the prophecy. But, since we're really going for this now, shouldn't we say something to Kale about it?
I originally wanted to leave it as a surprise for her, And I also didn't want to get her hopes up over nothing. But you're right, Paimon. I'll need to be careful how I word it. But I'll try to find some time over the next couple days to mention it to her. All right. Thanks so much.
Okay, it looks like we've actually got some stuff going on right now, so got some awesome challenges, we got some rewards happening right now, so I'm actually looking forward to this. So this quest is completed. So there's 3 different quests. Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, okay? The event shop, let's check it out. I think these are just items. Okay, these are the ones that are most important. Yeah, I got a lot of those, so like I got no reason to buy those. Oh yeah, this I can go for. I got 13 crowns. We have all this, Nomura. Yeah, so be right back. Sorry about that. Looks like I had to take care of something real quick. Okay, so let's check out these challenges. Looks like one of those this challenge is actually awfully familiar. Ooh. That's gonna be cool. So we gotta wait 2 days. Okay, so actually no, that's not where I wanted to go. I did do a couple pulls last week, but I did avoid Bennett. But here's the thing though, I have been criticizing Genshin Impact for overusing Bennett so many times. Like, you can't... It's 'cause it's like this. Everybody's been criticizing Dia with her performance, but I kind of feel like they just didn't make Dia good because they wanted to make Bennett look good. It's like they want to overuse Bennett rather than just like work on Dia, basically. But however, I did the pool last week and I lost the 50-50. Okay, I lost the 50-50 to D-Luke, but then I got Dia on the same 10 pull. So I did basically lose and got the character guaranteed. Now it's time for me to go over the Sweet 16 picks. Because I already did the first 4, round of 64, and then round of 32, then the Sweet 16 is right now. Alright, so I'm looking at my bracket, just so you guys are aware. Okay? Just so you guys are aware. When people do brackets, there are some people that do it for fun, and there are those who do it for the money. Okay? Be advised though, if you're one of those people that do it for the money, and your bracket gets busted, you're out. Alright, Sweet 16 round. So I have Maryland versus Virginia. And I got Maryland winning this one. Baylor versus Princeton. Now, I'm going to have Baylor. I have Baylor going over Princeton as the team to go to the Elite Eight, stopping Princeton in their tracks. But you know, sometimes a lower seed's journey has to come to an end at some point, right? Because that's what happened with St. Peter's. They busted people's brackets last year by going into the Elite Eight for the first time. But I don't think Princeton's not going that far. I think Princeton's going to go further into the Sweet 16, and that's about it. Being short of the Elite Eight. So, Baylor's going to win this one. Purdue versus Duke. Now, Purdue happened to be the number 1 seed, and then Duke happened to be number 5. And obviously, in case you guys don't know, Duke won their conference. So, I'm picking Duke over Purdue. So, this is not going to be an upset. I'll tell you that right now. It's not an upset. But I got Duke winning this one. Kentucky versus Marquette. I got Kentucky beating Marquette for the Elite Eight, facing Duke in the Elite Eight round. Houston versus Miami. Miami Hurricanes going into the Elite Eight for the first time. So that'll be their first trip to the Elite Eight. Then I got Xavier versus Texas. Texas is going to go win it regardless. So I got Texas going over Xavier. Kansas versus UConn. The Huskies. I just love saying that though. I love it. Love the Huskies. So I got UConn going over. I got the Huskies going over Kansas to go into the Elite Eight. So that's my pick right there. Nevada versus UCLA. UCLA is going into the Elite Eight. They're going to win against Nevada. That's who I have. And then for my Elite Eight picks, I have Maryland versus Baylor. Baylor would beat Maryland to go into the Final Four. So that's who I picked. Baylor over Maryland for the Final Four. Duke versus Kentucky. I got Duke over Kentucky to go to the Final Four. And then Miami versus Texas. Texas Longhorns will put a stop to the Miami Hurricanes in their tracks to go into the Final Four. And I have UConn going up against UCLA in the Elite Eights. Now, I picked UCLA over UConn because I think UCLA has a better lineup than the Huskies. So UCLA is going to go to the Final Four. So the Final Four would be Baylor versus Duke, Texas versus UCLA. And then Duke going into the finals, beating Baylor. UCLA beating Texas to go into the finals. And my prediction for this one is going to be Duke versus UCLA. And Duke winning it all. And hopefully they do. Because last year, North Carolina busted my bracket, and I was not a happy camper about that one. It was not cool. So hopefully Duke wins this year. I hope Duke wins it. And those are my picks. And that's my bracket. And you guys can go check out my bracket on the YouTube community post on my channel. So feel free to go check it out. Now, however, gotta watch out for bracket busters. Who will be the team to become the bracket busters? So let's see here. So I can see Princeton busting people's brackets for people who picked either Utah State or Baylor. Well, let's see. Who else will go for the upset as well? Let's see. I think Nevada will probably bust people's brackets too. Maybe them. Let's see. Let's see who else. I can see. I don't even know. But all I know is that I think Princeton could be a team that could bust people's brackets. But like I said, you never know what's going to happen. Any one of those lower seed teams can be a bracket buster. They could bust people's brackets at any moment. Because last year there was no...
This realm is truly beginning to thrive.
There was no perfect brackets last year. There's none. There is none. Because you had St. Peter's and a few other lower seed teams busting people's brackets. And it's not the first time that's happened. May I remind you, that's not the first time that's happened. But you guys have to understand that... that this is college basketball. And every bracket is not perfect. That's the truth.
Questions about...
There's no such thing as perfect brackets. So when you do a bracket, do it at your own risk. You gotta be really cautious with your brackets. Because you could have, like... Because if you have one team to go all the way, alright, if they lose in the first round, your bracket's busted. But, if they go further, and if they lose, your bracket's busted. So it's like no matter what happens. So it's like, let's say you have Purdue, the Boilermakers, okay? This team, I don't think this team has never made it to the finals, I think. But in some way, Purdue's going to mess it up. They're going to mess it up in the Sweet 16. They're going to lose to Duke. I think Purdue and Duke are going to face each other, and Duke's going to beat them. And it's not going to be an upset. Because Purdue always finds a way to screw things up. And that's happened before. Like, Purdue getting suddenly good is like, But every people's bracket is not predictable. College basketball, the NCAA March Madness Tournament, it's unpredictable. You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know what's gonna happen there. None of us don't. None of us don't know what's gonna happen. Alright, so let's see. What can I do now? Can I beat up some enemies while I wait? And stuff like that? But like I said, college basketball is so fun to watch. Seeing these young kids play. Seeing these young kids play. Putting it all on the line. I mean... There are times you'll see some blowouts. There are times you'll see some good games. There are times you'll see games going into triple overtime for all you know. Just for fun. Let's beat up the Dendro Chicken. The Jade Plume Terrashroom, aka the Dendro Chicken. This chump is going down. And the last time I faced him, he did not look happy. He had an angry face, I'll tell you that for sure. He was so angry at me, he was just like, again? He was like, I had enough getting my ass kicked by you. Look at him. Walking around like a pigeon. I've beaten this chump before. I beat it with Fischl's party. Should I actually... Wait a minute. Let's change things up a bit here. Instead of having Ganyu, I'm gonna put in Ayaka. Should I put Ayaka in, or should I just put... No, let's put Nilu in the game. Where is she?
Anything I can
You guys
help
can
you with?
actually see that, like, my characters are in high level. Looking around, he's pissed. Looking around. Yeah, he ain't happy.
By royal... Here!
Yo, he ain't gonna be happy with me.
Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Oh, okay.
Time for a light show!
Hey, don't get mad at me.
It didn't count!
Whoa. He's down. He's down for the count. Damn, he got messed up. He's pissed. He's pissed. He's gonna get up. He's gonna be pissed. Hey, buddy. Did I piss you off? Yeah, I think I pissed him off.
By royal fire hazard.
You ain't gonna get me, buddy. Ah, he's gonna be mad, yo. He's gonna be pissed. Anybody want oven roasted dendro chicken for dinner? Ah, man, yo, he ain't gonna be happy about that. He's gonna be mad. I'll tell you, that boss is so fun to take out. So fun to battle. But he looked pretty pissed off, though. He's stronger than ever. He's not too happy with me, I'll tell you that for sure. Maybe because I kicked his butt like 150 times when he was first introduced. It's a dendro chicken, that's what it is. It's a chicken. Alright, so... Okay, there is one... I think I have enough for... I think it's Layla, if I'm not mistaken. Because I'm trying to get her... Yeah, I'm actually trying to get her into a strong level. She's at level 60 right now. So, this is the character that I've been working on for a while now. She's on level 60. That's level 17. That's level 17. That's level 18. This is level 19. I honestly have enough to literally like max her out. 20. Her crit damage is gonna be strong. Attack. Now let's see. Yo. Yeah, everybody's dead. Level 20. Now this leads to the last one. Let's see. Crit rate. Crit rate. Aw, damn. Somebody's going down. Somebody's going down. Yep. I think somebody's gonna die. It's not every day that you get all of this. Look at that. Crit damage. Crit rate 31.1%. Let's see. Crit rate 11.3%. Crit rate 7.0%. And then you got crit damage 22.5%. Crit rate 10.1%, and then crit damage 12.4%. Crit rate at 11.3%. And the final result, 75.8%. A crit rate. Crit damage, 117.6%. Holy. Somebody is going down. They're both elemental mastery. This is energy recharge. Well, there's no way I'm not giving that up to a different character, so. Like, if I had another 5-star weapon that had crit rate, then I would definitely consider. So, anyway, I'll do one more boss battle and I'll just wrap this up. Okay. Because I might do the rest off stream, so maybe the rest, but I'm not sure. But I do want to announce that in May, starting in May, that I will start streaming for you guys The Legend of Dragoon, a rare gem on the PlayStation 1 that is now finally on the PlayStation Store for PS4. Which is very, very exciting because I'm so looking forward to streaming that game. And by the way, if you actually had owned that game, I'm gonna tell you this right now. But if you still own it to this day, the original copy that has 4 discs, then you're lucky.
Anything I can help you with?
You'll be the luckiest person. Because
a walk would be nice.
Because you will never find this game, not even in the future. Even to now. It's one of the rare gems in the PlayStation catalog. And basically, it was actually Final Fantasy VII's competitor. If you think about it. Something don't seem right. I'm gonna have to go official. Put official in the game.
Behold, the prince.
I'm literally gonna have to, whatchamacallit? Like, change official's
Next on the agenda.
Artifacts because
We're way behind schedule.
really need her to actually crit. Like she
Next
needs,
on the
like
agenda.
she really needs to crit. Cause yeah, her electro damage bonus is good, but even officials already like considered broken or whatever the heck. But still, I still want her to do much damage because she's that strong. Actually, no. So I actually will have enough though, but I gotta like farm for more stuff for Layla. It's a good thing this comes in handy. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, fire! Time to wake up. I swear I love this song. I love the music in Genshin Impact, especially in the Sinnoh region. Come on, buddy.
Time for a light show.
Get that.
Order guide you.
Born of ice and frost. Oz, reveal thyself. Feel the split.
Alright, gotta aim at this mofo. Dude, you aimed at me, and you still didn't do any damage to me. Bro, your damage sucks, man. Whoa. He surprised me on that one.
Stabilize.
It's like these bosses are actually changing it up. Oh, shit. No! Yes, he's down.
All hail.
The robot is down.
By royal decree, fire hazard.
Yeah, you're dead, buddy. Uh-oh. Flee!
Gather.
I'm out. He ain't looking too happy. Maybe because they're actually, it's pretty pissed off at me. Yup, that's right, buddy.
Access denied. Wings of darkness. Come, sever night from.
Alright, buddy, time to take your medicine. Well, it's a good thing they actually make them a little more challenging. I mean, shoot. I guess bosses do get a little emotional sometimes.
I will have order. Stabilize.
Uplift to retreat. Time for a light show. Oz, repeat. Born of ice and frost. Next on the agenda.
My shield went out.
Gather.
Hey man, you want to attack me because you know what I'm about to do. Uh-oh. Oh, what? He's still alive! Yeah, that's right. That's right. Walk away in victory. 2. That's it. You're gonna give me 2? Oh! That makes sense. Okay, they respawn within 30 seconds. They respawn within 30 seconds. Okay, that makes sense. That really, really, really makes sense. I didn't think that through. I thought you had to wait like 5 minutes. But still, you're gonna give me 2? Come on, man. I think it's because I'm turning Layla into a threat. That's probably why, like a 4-star threat. I mean, Kale is more of a bigger threat already. So this... Oh, this is Liyue Harbor. Whoops. Didn't mean to go that far. Whoops. Alrighty then, so I'm about to wrap things up right now. So be sure to like, subscribe, and more if you want to check out my Genshin streams, AMVs, and streams outside of Genshin Impact. Starting Wednesday, there's going to be a Sonic Frontiers stream. But please be advised that please be advised that the NCAA March Madness is about to begin. So therefore, I will be watching the games too while streaming at the same time. So if you do hear any background noise for the March Madness, I do apologize. But please understand that I am such a big sports fan. So I just want to give you guys a heads up, okay?
Next on the
so
agenda.
Please be mindful of that. Floral Pursuit. Okay, so stopping here, guys. So thank you for coming onto my stream. So like I said, be sure to like, subscribe for more, and I will be back on Wednesday playing Sonic Frontiers. I will be doing the second island in Sonic Frontiers, so don't be afraid to come right in and help me out, because it's gonna be a fun stream. I'll tell you that for sure. Alright, so until then, guys, this is Lpcruz212, signing out for the day.